Welcome back to the Navy Sports Magazine. Time to talk Navy basketball. Mids with a big week coming up. American and then the Bucknell Bison to finish off the regular season with George Kiernan. And for you and your teammates, how good was it to just get back on the practice court on Monday and be able to move forward? Because certainly as competitors, there's no doubt Saturday has to sting for you. But how fast can you put that behind you and know you've got business to take care of coming up Wednesday night against American?
Yeah, we knew that we needed to put that game behind us right away, and Sunday definitely hurt as well, thinking about everything that happened on Saturday afternoon, and we knew that we just needed to bounce back, keep our heads up, and take away the lessons learned and not deal with the emotion, because up 20-something points and you let it go at the end, especially to a really good team like Army, and it's the N-Star game, it's going to bite, but we knew that just part of the ebbs and flow of the season, and just move on, and you can only focus on the next one.
So I was going to say, you all probably one of the few teams in NCAA history who've won a game down 25, so you can appreciate the effort it took from Army to come back in that game on Saturday. But we often talk about athletic character. Is this where you find out something about yourself and your teammates, and whether you can turn around and get business done Wednesday night?
Yes, I really think that we are a really resilient group. We have our high points and we have our low points, but we always try to stay even-keeled with how we work, and I think that's one reason that's led to a lot of success for us. So I think that our character has been defined before in our, like you said, 25-point comeback, but I don't think much is going to change from losing that 25-point lead, and I think we're just going to have to stick to who we are, stick to what we do, and make teams play against us instead of us playing against them.
Well said. You have something that people don't have a lot in this game. You've got some size. You've got the ability to shoot the ball from 23 feet. How did you end up here at the Naval Academy, and if not here, where might it have been?
So I was fortunate enough to be recruited by a couple other D1 schools and then a lot of D2 and D3 schools. And I knew that in my college decision I wanted to make sure I was at a great academic institution. And I've always valued tradition, so it was kind of hard not to really be, interested in this place, because outstanding academics, a lot of tradition. And I was recruited by John Perry, and I came on my visit here, my first visit here, and ended up canceling all the visits after that. And in fact, I actually came on my visit with Hassan Abdullah and Ryan Pearson, and I think it was the Monday after our official visit. Ryan signed, Hassan signed, and then Hassan and Ryan were texting me, and then on Wednesday I decided. And so it was pretty funny how we all came together here, but here we are, and I wouldn't have changed it.
I was going to say, we hear stories like that from other classes, and I'm sure there's a bond developing between you guys in that class right now. I mean, it's a good group, quite frankly, good sophomore group right now for this team. Do you feel that bond growing amongst you guys as teammates here?
Yeah, I really do. I think it's makes playing basketball even that much better. And fortunately, Hassan, Ryan, and I all share the same sponsor parents. So we're hanging with each other here at school, here on the weekends, and at our sponsor's house, and we're always around each other. So it makes basketball that much more enjoyable.
I can imagine by the time you all are done here, how many on the side three-point shooting contests there will probably be amongst the three of you guys, especially because all three of you are adept at shooting the three. As a player, obviously last year, you and Hassan both, never really had a fair chance to compete at times, just because nothing of your fault. Sometimes the body doesn't cooperate, but to be out there now and competing, did you at the beginning of the year, did you have something to prove to say, hey, I can play at the Division I level and I can be a successful basketball player?
I think there really was something there. I know, especially me, Ryan, and Hassan, we think we can compete with anybody. We want to show that we are talented basketball players, and then we belong on the court when the appropriate time is. So I know last year wasn't necessarily mine or Hassan's, but we learned a lot from last year. We worked our tails off in the offseason, pushing each other, saying, hey, this year is going to be our coming out party, and we're going to really come out with a lot of focus, and we're going to show them who we are. And I think we've done that for the most part, but we're still not done. We still got a lot to prove coming in the final part of our season.
All right, big fella, appreciate the time. Best of luck this week.
Thank you.
All right, George Kiernan joining us here on the Navy Sports Magazine.